What's up guys, it's 6 Minute Sports, and today we're going to be previewing one of the NL East teams, and this is one of our 30 videos previewing every single MLB team, and we're also going to be splitting it up into 6 divisions. So make sure you guys subscribe and like and check out all the previous videos to see our previews on all of our other teams that we've done so far. Thank you and enjoy the video. Even after winning the World Series, the Braves had a massive offseason. They traded for Matt Olsen, which is probably the biggest move of their entire offseason, and back to the A's went Christian Pache and Shea Langeliers, and they lost Freddie Freeman to the Dodgers, so they got a new first baseman who's really going to replace Freddie Freeman. They also lost Jock Peterson to the Giants, but in return they signed Alex Dickerson, Darren O'Day, Colin McHugh, and Kenley Jansen to make this one of the better, if not one of the best bullpens in the MLB. Last year we thought the Braves bullpen was one of the worst parts of their team, but Tyler Matzik and Luke Jackson and some of the other guys over there showed why they're one of the better bullpens in the MLB during the playoffs, and that's one of the reasons why they won the World Series. Now they improved their bullpen even more. The main thing I like about the Matt Olsen trade is he's like Freddie Freeman. It's just he's much younger and better, and they have him under team control for so much longer, and they don't have to pay him as much as Freddie, so it's just a great deal I think for Atlanta. Now let's talk about the lineup. This lineup doesn't include Ronald Acuna Jr. for now because he's going to be coming back in early May. So without Ronald Acuna Jr., the lineup would look like Eddie Rosario leading off in right field. Then you've got Ozzie Albies batting second at second base. Matt Olsen, newly acquired, he's hitting third at first base. Hitting the cleanup spot, you got the third baseman who improved a lot last year and was in the MVP race, Austin Riley. And then in the fifth spot, you got Marcell Ozuna, who returns to the Braves. Marcell is going to be playing in left field, and then in the sixth spot you got Alex Dickerson, who's going to be hitting DH. Then in the seventh spot in center field you got Adam Duvall, who they traded for in the middle of the year last year. And then you got Dansby Swanson batting eighth at shortstop, and finally your last hitter Travis d'Arnaud at catcher. So that's it for the lineup. I think this is one of the better lineups in baseball. It'll get really good when they get Ronald Acuna Jr., who was on MVP pace last year halfway through the season before he suffered his terrible injury. Now let's talk about the rotation and bullpen. The ace of this rotation is Max Fried, who had a bit of a down year in 2021, but I think he'll bounce back and be as good as he was in previous years. He's going to have a great season. Then you got Charlie Morton, who's going to be second in the rotation. He's still great no matter how old he is, and he'll be good for this Braves team. And then the rest of the rotation is pretty young. You got Ian Anderson, Kyle Wright, and Huascar Ynoa, who are all like 25 and under. And one thing I really want to note is that Mike Soroka isn't even being talked about in the rotation, and he's going to be coming back like mid 2022. So I'm excited to see Mike Soroka back in this rotation. It's been 2 tough years after like having a bunch of Achilles injuries, and I just want to see Mike Soroka back because he's only 23 and he was great when he had his breakout season in 2021. This Braves rotation is pretty young, and with Charlie Morton's leadership, I think they can go well and they can be a great rotation. And even if the guys don't work out, there's other guys like Tucker Davidson, who's going to be in the bullpen for now. He can help out. He'll be either in AAA or in the bullpen. He'll come for the rotation. So Tucker Davidson, he's another guy to have an eye out for. But let's go to the bullpen. Like I mentioned, this bullpen is going to be one of the best bullpens in baseball. You've got Kenley Jansen, who they signed from the Dodgers, Will Smith, who did good in the World Series in last year, Colin McHugh, who they signed from the Rays, Tyler Matzik, who they actually got from Indy Ball a couple years ago. He's been phenomenal for them. Adrian Minter is going to be there. They drafted him. You got Darren O'Day, who they signed from the Yankees. You got Sean Newcomb, Spencer Strider, guys like that. But you also got like Luke Jackson, who's going to be really good. I really like Luke Jackson. And one guy that can really hit to make this bullpen like the best bullpen in baseball, that guy's Kirby Yates. He had an injured season last year with the Jays. He didn't get to pitch, but Kirby Yates coming back and showing off his 2019 All-Star form. He's one, if he's fully healthy, he'll be a great pitcher for this Braves team. Alright, so now that we've talked about the rotation, the lineup, and the bullpen, let's talk about the outlook for this Braves team. I mean, obviously they'll still be World Series contenders. They're one of the best teams in baseball. They're obviously also, in my opinion, gonna win the NL East. It's a tough division with the Phillies and Mets being much better after last season because they had good off seasons as well. But I think this team is going to win the NL East because they just have one of the best bullpens, a great lineup. They're going to have Ronald Acuna and Mike Soroka come back alongside people like Kirby Yates. And they just have a bunch of guys coming back from injuries. And they just have a lot of good young talent that they can use from AAA, or just a lot of good young talent if they need to. This Braves team is very, very dangerous. And I think can definitely make another World Series run and go back to back if they can. So this Braves team is very dangerous. Watch out for them. They can definitely go head to head with the Dodgers for sure. sure. Yeah, the Braves, they're going to be one of the best teams in baseball. Thank you guys for watching the video. Please subscribe and like, and tell me in the comment section down below which team or division you want me to preview next, and hope you guys have a great day. Bye and thank you.